he's on the run. This photo shows Xavier Tate Jr.'s arrest, charged with Officer Luis Huesca's murder.
What we've learned tonight about Tate's capture, the investigation that brought us to this moment, and more on the life of Officer Luis Huesca.
That breaking news topping the 10 tonight. CBS 2 obtained this video of Xavier Tate Jr. getting arrested tonight. The lead suspect in the murder of Chicago police officer Luis Huesca.
He has been on the run for 10 days, accused of gunning down Officer Luis Huesca outside his Gage Park home last month.
Now, this is a live look from Chopper 2 of the Glendale Heights neighborhood. That's where Tate was arrested tonight at a relative's home, according to sources. CBS 2's Jermont Terry is there live tonight. He's been gathering information all evening. What do we know, Jermont?
Erica, the search for the suspected cop killer ended tonight here in Glendale Heights, some 35 miles away from where Officer Luis Huesca was gunned down. At this hour, take a look over my shoulder. You can see that CPD are on scene. Investigators from CPD are on scene gathering evidence hours after they took Xavier Tate Jr. into custody. Let's show you the video. This video shows Tate coming out of an apartment building with his head down. You can see task force members with guns taking him into custody. Look at his feet. He's also in shackles. Now, you note that he was handcuffed, and sources tell us that CPD used the slain officer's cuffs to make this arrest. A clear statement for the CPD members who've been searching for Tate. Now, after 10 days on the run, Tate is officially off the streets, captured, and no longer a threat to the community, which is evident tonight, stretched beyond Chicago into this western suburb. Sources tell me Tate's relative, it's believed his brother, lives in this apartment complex. It's not clear how and when police realized Tate was hiding out here, but we know late tonight, Chicago police and U.S. Marshals moved in, arresting him. Those in the apartment complex call off guard that this wanted man was found near them.
It's honestly crazy to think that the whole time he's been hiding out here. It's insane because you wouldn't have guessed in a place like this, filled with families, and you know everyone here is friendly. You wouldn't think that someone like that is right across the street from you. So it's really scary.
Just Monday, Chicago paused to honor and remember Officer Huesca. The 30-year-old was given a full honor guard service before being laid to rest at his final resting place. Officers never stopped working this case, even as they grieved the loss of their brother. For 10 days, this unsolved murder has been weighing on CPD and the city of Chicago. Tonight, Huesca's family and his comrades can breathe a little easier knowing that the person suspected of killing him is now in police custody. Back live out here, you can see that we still have a very strong police presence out here as they're collecting evidence. We are told that Tate was in a second-floor apartment here in this apartment complex here in Glendale Heights. If we pan a little bit back to our right, you can see that Chicago Police, their Bureau of Detectives unit, is on scene. They will be out here for majority of the night and possibly well into the morning as they are being very meticulous and looking for evidence in this case. Again, the breaking news tonight, Xavier Tate Jr., the man suspected of killing Officer Luis Huesca, is in police custody, no longer a threat to this community, but a lot still to sort out as to how long he was in this apartment complex, what brought him here, and whether or not he actually was here the whole time. All questions detectives and so many people would like to know. We will stay on top of this breaking news and have another update in this newscast. For now, reporting live in Glendale Heights, I'm Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News.
All right, Jermont, thank you for all those new details.
The Chicago Police Department issued a statement tonight saying, in part, Xavier Tate Jr. was taken into custody by members of the Chicago Police Department and the U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Fugitive Task Force. We ask that the people of the city continue to support the Huesca family by keeping them in your prayers.
Now, a quick recap. The arrest of Xavier Tate Jr. comes 10 days after Officer Luis Huesca's murder and just 2 days after he was buried.
Early in the morning on Sunday, April 21st, the 6-year veteran of the force was shot and killed outside his Gage Park home as he returned home from his shift. Officer Huesca was killed just 2 days before his 31st birthday.
And at his funeral on Monday, a crowd of thousands honored Officer Huesca's memory and paid their final respects. Huesca was described as a rock for his friends, brilliant, caring, and larger than life. He received full honors from the Chicago Police Department. His death ruled to be in the line of duty.
Stay with CBS 2 for continuing coverage of the arrest and the shooting death of Officer Weska. We'll have any new information as we learn it on our website, cbschicago.com, and we'll have another update coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Sorry, I should have removed my hat. That was inconsiderate of me. Very inconsiderate. Suspect apprehended of murder of Chicago police officer Louis Weska. And I thank this news clip for pronouncing Lewis's last name for me, because I was going to pronounce it way wrong. That would be totally disrespectful. Yeah, I believe that this video, like most other videos that I see show you guys, are going to repeat basically what the article says. But yeah, it's pretty much
with our new Skin Comfort formula to help protect intimate skin.
What I want to know is what gives you people the right, because the cop's too rough for shit you did? Is that it? Is that why you guys hate the cops? Because you think you can get rough with them and they can't defend themselves? And when they do, oh man, let's go crying to Ben Crump. How much you want to bet the family of this little fucktard is going to sue the police department for $70 million because that's a wrongful arrest, violated our civil rights? Yeah, right. But anyways, yes, this cop killer, let me find his name again, Xavier Tate Jr. is finally in jail. Apparently without any, what's that word I'm looking for? Struggle, for lack of a better one. People don't know how to drive either. Anyway. But yes, Xavier Tate Jr. has been arrested. Held out in his brother's apartment. I think maybe the brother should be charged with something along the lines of harboring a fugitive or something, you know, or knowingly, check that one out, knowingly harboring a fugitive. But yeah, I mean, oh, I love the part where they used Lewis's handcuffs to handcuff Xavier. I applaud that move. Good job, officers. Let's see. Another neighbor told CBS 2 he lives right across the hall from where Tate was found. He said Tate was known in the apartment complex, which he had frequented for several months. But the last 2 weeks, the neighbor said Tate was nowhere to be found. It remained unknown Wednesday night how long Tate had been in the apartment complex, what brought him there, and whether he had been there the whole time since the murder. Yeah, that's a question that's going to get answered. So, yeah, you guys can no longer use the defense like, oh, I had a moment of mental instability because I had a gun in my hand. I was going to do this. I blacked out for a second, and during that time, I pulled the trigger and shot the officer. You can't use that as a defense anymore. The story's getting old. Getting very old. And even a 6-year veteran, I mean, that feels like a long time. And all he was doing was just driving home after work. This officer was just driving home after work. Just driving home. This is a little jackass. Oh, a cop. Bam. The fuck gives you the right, bastard? Because he's a cop. And I'm going to say this again. If you guys don't like cops, move the fuck out the country. Very simple. Weska was described as a rock for his friends. Brilliant, caring, and larger than life. He received full honors from the Chicago Police Department, and his death has been ruled to be in the line of duty. Well, no better way to go out. I mean, it's always top honors when you die in the line of duty. Still a strong police presence at the apartment complex. Meticulously, that's a little more than a fine-tooth comb going over everything, getting, looking through the clues, getting evidence, things like that. So, but yes, Officer Weska, you will be sadly missed. To the family of Weska, our prayers are with you. And as soon as I decide what I don't know, I'll use this one. Screenshot. Just so I can have something. But yeah, there's plenty of photos here I could choose from too. But yeah, the motion picture article said it all pretty much. So that's why I just kind of quickly thumbed through this and just read a little bit here and there. But yes, Xavier has been arrested. He's off the streets. Friends and family can breathe easy. But I'm going to end the video here. You guys take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.